then. I don't know why the settings keep getting reset, but whatever, I guess. Chapter 2. And yeah, Higurashi. When they cry. A Colonel Sanders? Oh, of course, that's right up her alley. I understand how I wanted to take home Satoko and Rika-chan, but I can't understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer? Probably better to hear it from Rena, don't you think? She'll probably just say it because it's just so cute though. Does Rena often go to construction sites to hunt for treasure? Every now and then she says she's going to have a look. For a girl her age running around garbage is, well, if Rena enjoys it, then I think it's fine. What were they doing over there? Dam construction? I've been bugging since yesterday, like an itch I couldn't scratch. Haha, it was cancelled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it. Hearing an ominous word like fought come from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. That's right, it was unbelievable. He said Himazama would be sunk into the reserve and we had no say in the matter. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded. Hellos. I'm sorry. I didn't keep you, did I? My deepest apology to Kakashi-san, it took me a while to powder my nose. Toko, wait to use the can until you have to go. It's a lot easier since it shoots straight out. How dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself? Was she calling a maiden? If Toko really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. The usual hijinks ensued. Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I'll bring a point to discussion. He, Kikichi Mabara-kun, wishes to be introduced as a member in our activities. What say you? Rena has no objections. I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task. Mia and Satoko both approve. Three that Mia had queried voiced their approval. A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Kakashi Mabara-kun. I present you the honor of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club. Start from the beginning, I didn't say I would join. What club is this? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complex society, perform various activities under different sets of rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer if you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along. So naive, Rena. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest. This was starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was it? To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. Basically, this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use, but by playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day. It seems that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winners or penalty for the person who finished in last place. I'll make this clear right now, we aren't playing house here. You should treat each winner or loss as if your life depends on it, alright? What's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound so crazy. The first rule of our society, aim only for first place. Going at half-ass just because it's a game is not allowed. Rule number 2 of our society, for that reason you are obliged to make all possible efforts. The way Satoko said it, it makes it sound like she was saying use any means necessary. Of course I would do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everyone's aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun. Alright, then I too will go all out. With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. A word of warning, Ki-chan. Rena can get pretty nasty. This initiation looks like it's gonna be tough. Rough. Mion began fishing around in the students' lockers in the back of the room. They have games here at the school? Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that's fine. Complicated games would put Ki-chan at a disadvantage. So today, we'll be playing a game that you should be familiar with. How about a standard card game, like Old Bachelor? Is the text moving? I think it is. Oh, it stopped. Alright, let's do this. Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty. This time, the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? Whoa, whoa. It won't be oil-based paint, right? Right? Oil-based face painting with oil-based paint? This is perfect. Satoko cheered the idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of having such a severe penalty. It seemed like she was raring to go. If it's gonna be like this, then I can't lose either. Then I'll just cut the desk and start dealing. The deck. Old Bachelors are pretty much the same as Old Maids. There's only one difference, there's no Joker. In his place, one card is pulled out at the start, meaning there will be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. I'll take out the card now. Rena took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everyone stared at the card intently. While it's pretty obvious in the endgame, no way to happen at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the front face down, all the while gauging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, it couldn't be. This deck is pretty worn out. No way. Can everyone tell by the scratches what the card on the table is? Remember the second rule of our society. Higurashi-san must try his hardest to win as well. The number of cards are quite unique at Higurashi-kun. You should be able to remember them pretty quickly. He said that so matter-of-factly. So it suits me fine. Don't think a little thing like that can be a clutch. I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they've gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear for each individual card. This wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. If this was a test, then they were playing with the answers sheet right in front of them. Bring it. I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed. How about I tell you your hands starting from right? 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. Gwah! By the way, the Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds. Yeah! I can tell what they are even if you twist them around. I am out. Ugh! I thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming. This is demons. You're all demons. Rena's isn't a demon. Are you? This is so Higurashi-kun. This is the 3 of hearts, isn't it? I'm out. Ah! Not even a hint of mercy. Rena, even Rika-chan. These club activities weren't to be trifled with. An alumnus of this club would definitely survive in the worst of situations. If our entire class had self-detonating collars strapped to their necks and were dropped into a death match on desert island, these guys would probably take to it like fish to water. You can only picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates. It's a lowest point system. The order itself dictates the points. Whoever has the lowest points total wins. Since Higurashi finished last, he has 5 points. That's already a 5 mark down on my scoreboard. I think it's unfair to Higurashi-kun if you don't use a new deck. It's fine, it's fine. Ki-chan is a man after all. You can turn the tables even if the odds are stacked against him, right? It's fitting for a lowly peasant to come at home and soak that pillow in tears, don't you think? A petite hand laid itself on top of my head, which was trembling from uncontrollable frustration. It was Rika-chan's. Keep on fighting, yeah? Why is she frustrated? Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, but I was able to calm down. You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. That's the power I could muster during this crisis. Think clearly, Higurashi-mabara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. It's just as Rena said, each card has its own distinct markings that make them stand out. Memorizing that should be simple. Think about what you can do in the situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chances of victory. Whoa, great Kiketsu-kun, just like that. I covered the uniquely marked cards with my hands or other cards, arranging them in such a way that they couldn't be seen. The one with the ripped corner should be the 5, and I'm out. I couldn't let any of those precious hints slip by me. All information is a weapon. Then it was my turn. Dr. Fanda had cards for me. You see, I want the 7. Is it this one? I wonder about that. You won't know unless you take it. There was a bit of dismay in her expression, like she doesn't want to take it. That kind of expression. I won't let that monetarily lapse slip by me. I know. It's this one. Got it. 7 of spades. A cheer of ooh rang out. What is this? 7 should be the hardest one to tell apart. It wasn't for memorizing the marks, the slight changes in her expression as I was selecting the cards were enough. Can't hide from me, Ki-chan. This mark means the 2 of diamonds. What? She was startled by her own misreads. Of course everyone else was too. Whoa. It's weird that, we can't get a card rug. No. Ki-chan, could it be you? They tore them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch, so I put a new one on it. Are you saying he disguised it as the 2 of diamonds? What? What an impressive show of wit! Kiketsu-kun landed a clean hit. Clap, clap, clap. That's great, Kiketsu-kun. That was an incredible match, you know. Having defeated the Forerunner Mion, my brilliant battle left me ecstatic. By total points, it was already set in the stone that Mion would win and I would finish last. I laughed heartedly, selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get on Mion's nerves. Well, I'm gonna end up the loser, but I'm satisfied with one-upping Mion at the end. That should be the proverbial slap in the face to Mion, who was at the top already and ensured victory. Even if Ki-chan gets first place this round, we still end up last place overall, don't you hate that? Of course I do. Let's have a duel. One chance. You win, then we'll swap first and last place. How about it? You up for it? She fell for it. The chance for an upset. That wouldn't be possible without boarding her into it. One chance, you say? Let me hear the rules. Mion discarded the 2 cards from her hand and placed one with a Joker card, and that Joker card that was on the table, then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back. The card in my right or the card in my left. If Ki-chan can guess which hand the Joker's in, then he wins. When you turned around just now, you didn't pull out the Joker, did you? If you lose, I'll show you the card in the other hand. That's okay. The 3 gulped nervously at this unexpected turn of events. Alright, you've got this. Yin grasped one card in each hand and thrusted them out to me. First, I need to inspect them closely. The cards on the right had no distinguishing marks. I couldn't tell which one it was. Which one, I wonder? Kiketsu could be careful. Yeah, quick, this is my chance for a big comeback. Looking closely at the card on the left, I saw a little wear. It wasn't one that I hadn't seen before. Ah, that card is... I didn't let that bit from Satogo slip by me. Mion clicked her tongue. I didn't recognize the mark on the left card from the small number that I had memorized. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Satogo's reaction that the card had already appeared during the game. Since it had already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker. Oh. Ki-chan thinks it's the one on the right. Will you choose that one then? Will you? The card on the left wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should have been able to declare that the card on the right was the Joker. Even without me taunting, the one on the right was the most suspicious. But wasn't it a little rash to decide that based solely on Satogo's reaction? More and more carefully. I remember now. That mark on the left. No doubt about it. 7 of clubs. It's a 7 of clubs, I see. If one, the card on the left was a 7 of clubs, that means the card on the right was the Joker. And then just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. I would expect no less from you. There was a wave of murmurs among the onlookers at my sudden halt right before I confirmed the right hand was the Joker. Huh? What could Kiketsu-san possibly be saying? I mean, the left one is... Shh. Oh, what makes you so certain that the right one isn't the Joker, Ki-chan? Mion let loose an unexpected question. Everyone else was baffled. I don't know what the card on the right could be. You mean like everyone in the classroom just watching this? But I know that the one on the left is the Seven of Clubs. Then, doesn't that leave the one on the right as the Joker? One of them has to be the Joker, right? Yeah, one of those is the Joker, right? Pikachu has good intuition. Huh? Pikachu, what do you mean by... Basically, Seven of Clubs. I disguised that by mashing it with the Toko Seven of Spades. Earlier, everyone's attention snapped to the disguised pile at the same time. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that sloppy pile, so that means Mian pocketed one of the disguised cards, then aligned it over the left card, and that means... I see, I get it. This left card is being disguised as the Seven of Clubs, right? It was the first time since the start of the match that shadow ran across Mion's expression, and I didn't let that slip by. Then, with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly. The Joker is the left one. It was an intense moment. That 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking that silence, the first one to speak was Mion. Being the first president of this club, I've been witness to a variety of performances. Ki-chan, yours is the best. Best of the best of the best. That was probably the greatest compliment Mion could give. Mion accepted her defeat, dropping the cards from both hands. My comeback victory. Higurashi placed her hand on my head and began petting it, congratulating me on my victory. Huh? Higurashi is... Rena and Stoke gasped at her as if they'd seen a ghost. What is it, Rena? It's not as if I cheated or anything. This was fair and square. Rika only pets someone on the head to console them. Huh? What's the meaning of... At that moment, Rena let out a small shriek. Higurashi-kun, this is how it was. You know, Ki-chan, I thought you'd read into it that far. Hiki. You didn't say hiki, you said hee. Everyone froze. No, it was just me. It was a gamble. If you had jumped to just like a little bat, then I would have lost. It was the answer everyone was certain about. Mion picked up the card from losing hand. Ki-chan, you know, you should take pride in this loss. She turned it around. That card was to proclaim the victor of this duel. The card under the Seven of Clubs, unbelievable. It was a Two of Diamonds. It was a setup behind the setup. If I had just picked up the right one without reading so deeply into it. I, Mion Shinzaki, as the president, do accept Higurashi Mabara's membership into our club. As I sunk to my knees dazed, everyone let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeat. The match is now over. Today's victor is me, Mion Shinzaki, and the exhilarated loser is Higurashi Mabara. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing. When Chen pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited thinking she's gonna do it again. When Higurashi-san stopped this moment before he touched the correct card, I thought he fell for it. He fell for it quite handily. Huh? Hey wait, all of them knew from the start, so got excited so earnestly? Everyone got excited to make it more fun. You're all demons, you monsters! Now then, Ki-chan, it's time for your penalty. This is your first day participating. I'll go easy, okay? There'll be a problem if you refuse to come to school. The other three members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. Are you gonna paint on my face? Mion approached, licking her lips. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. As I felt it mark and it's large and oil based. Okay, here we go. She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized. No. That's how my death goes. Higurashi, when they cry. Are we gonna do the Colonel Sanders thing now, like we promised, Rena? Treasure hunting. Da 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 da, ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da, ba ba da. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off. Probably so she could dig that cute Colonel Sanders that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. So today was just Neil and me walking home together. A rather rare occurrence. Mountain of treasure, huh? The guys throwing it away probably never thought in the wildest dream that Rena would be grateful to them. Mountain of treasure, meaning that damn construction site from before. So right, Mian would probably tell me that murder by dismemberment that seemed to have never happened there. Over there, you know, at the jump construction site, did something happen there long ago? Something sure did happen in Grand Battle. There was sit-in and demonstrations. It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided I'd listen just the same. It was our land that was going to be sunk into that damn reservoir. I would have thought as well, probably. The government guys were really adamant about it, acting all big and full themselves, because they figured out they couldn't sell it with money. They did a bunch of nasty stuff. They were nasty guys. Neil spoke excitedly as if the whole thing was happening right in front of her. I'm amazed you guys won. You're facing the federal government, right? The mayor and prominent thinkers in the village all signed petitions. They went to Tokyo and struck deals with legislations. And as a result, the development plan was retracted. It was our complete victory. Ha 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 ha. There wasn't any violence, was there, like assaults or murders? None. She promptly cut me off. Same as Mian had. I would say till the end of the discussion. Tomi-Takusan said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that a murder by dismemberment had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity unsated, I sighed dejectedly inside. Later, see you tomorrow. Ki-chan, you can't wash that off till you get home, got it? I got it, I won't. Mian held back her laughter, while seeing glances at my face. I wonder what kind of nasty doodles they drew. Damn you, Mian, you shall rue this day. If our roles are in reverse, I'm going to slop it on all over your face so you won't be able to take it off, even with a scroting pad. Upon arriving home, I ran straight into my room, embarrassing myself yet again. The mood of come home she was already on edge. It's not a common thing in our family. Whenever Dad can't come up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomps around the house with his arms crossed. Mom whispered into my ear, "Welcome home, Takechi. He's in a bit of a runch right now, so don't bother him. He can't come up with a new idea. Because the deadlines are so close together this time, your dad needs time to recharge, or he doesn't work as well. Dad's painting feeds off the entire family. If he runs out of ideas, then it's the end of the Mabaras. I've never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter? Would it be easier to get an idea for taking a walk outside rather than running around the house? The theme of this picture this time is in the household. It seems your dad wants to use this house as a motif. That's quite a bothersome motif. Kikichi, pick up your room, it looks terrible. Sorry, I'll clean up later. Oh, come on, don't use my room as the motif. Kikichi, there's still some time before dinner, so please go take a walk out, back or something. Bad is only temporary. As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. Until then, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just take a walk, so I don't aggravate him further. Well, I guess I will then. I said I was gonna go for a walk, but I didn't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. I got on my bike and wondered where to go. I could just read at the bookstore, but it would take about an hour by bike to get to town. I didn't take the thing off my face, did I? It would be dark by the time I got back, so I didn't want to go unless I had to. The roads at night here in Himizawa creep me out. If Mio no Shitoko would ever found out about that. I smiled wearily. Oh yeah, Rena was probably still at the mountain of treasure, the dam construction site. The excavation of Colonel Sanders was probably taking a while. Wouldn't be so bad as to have her owe me one. She might return the favor next time we have club activities. With a little bit of self-interest in mind, I set off towards the dam construction site. Tomi-Takusan might be there as well. The only person with information about the incident that both Rena and Mian denied knowing anything about. If I met him again, I'd like to ask him for more details. To ask, was there really a dismemberment here in Himizawa? That was my real intention. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba ba da ba. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Despite being struggling up on the slope of the garbage pile, it looked like Colonel Sanders was lodged in there pretty firmly. It didn't look like Rena would be able to exactly excavate him by herself. Realizing that Tommy Tuck wasn't around, I began climbing up the slope unsteadily. Hey Rena, looks like you're working up a sweat. Whoa, Higurashi-kun, what brings you to a place like this? A place like this, huh? I see sure she was aware of it at least. I received a signal for emergency assistance at the accident site. Where is the injured party? Huh? Accident, huh? But there was a report Colonel Sanders was buried alive in the trash pile. Huh? Oh, you scared me. Don't frighten me like that, Higurashi-kun. I was just kidding. I thought you might be struggling by yourself, so I came to help you out. Huh? You came for me? How? Well, I filled my quota for today. If I don't see Rena blush at these ones, then I'm not getting my daily required nutrition intake. Just kidding, you're embarrassing me now. So, what part was the joke? What part was it? I just ignored her bewilderment. Okay, now move out the way. So where is the Colonel Sanders? Ah, sorry. Can't you see him in that gap? He's really buried in there. Colonel Sanders was sideways, surrounded by boards and other construction material, like they were caging him inside. According to Rena, it wasn't like this yesterday. It seems as though another illegal dumping came yesterday, dumped again, and now he's buried like this. You're trying to move this pile by yourself? With those scrawny arms? There's no way she would be able to do it with her slender arms. But Colonel Sanders is so cute. There's a chain on the Colonel Sanders at the store. This one, though, I should be able to take this one home. Rena gave up on this Colonel Sanders, should probably start advising plan to steal the one in front of the store. As Rena's guardian, I won't allow her to sully her hands with crime. Neither the way I'll do it. Rena blushed again, but this time I felt I left it alone. The pile was enormous. Also, the more days we wasted, the more likely another legal dumping would occur. If we got buried any deeper, there would be nothing that could be done. Yes, you could. I'll help too. Let me help. You just get in the way, so stand back. Pulling out scraps, bending them and tossing them aside. I quickly became covered in sweat and dust. I got eaten. Flying objects, two beautiful arcs across the twilight sky, one after another. Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it. No matter how much I threw, there was still more. Even though I could see Colonel Sanders right there. After a man standing like that in front of Rena, I felt frantic because of how little I had progressed. If I was gonna do this seriously, I would need an axe or saw or something. That's enough, Higurashi-kun. I'm so sweaty. You don't have to try so hard. I'm just doing this for you, Rena. Don't worry about it. Rena began sputtering and turned beet red. Oh, whoops, I meant I was trying my best to to keep her from becoming a criminal. Oh well. I guess I just need a break. This is pretty tough. I spawned out my back over the greasy slope. I'm so sorry. You're covered in sweat. Rena patted her handkerchief against my forehead. Felt pretty nice. Well, wait here, okay? My house is pretty close. I'll bring you some barley tea, okay? Even the handkerchief from my forehead, Rena took off running. Cries and Higurashi gently pulled the air. After I was certain that Rena was gone, I picked up myself and headed towards what I discovered earlier. There was a garbage pile of newspapers, magazines and newspaper bound and up entwined. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it was around here. There it was. There were bound stacks of not so reputable tabloids. They were stacked chronologically, going back quite a couple of years. It was quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. It was just as Tommy Tack said, and there would undoubtedly be some mention of murder. These are troubled times. There's no end to these sickening instances. There's a large part of society drawn in by these instances as well, so it had to be recorded somewhere. I unfastened the packages and opened them. Rain-soaked pages carefully looking at the table of contents. Not here. Not next one. Not here. Next one. It's hard to search since I didn't know when it happened. I didn't know who the perpetrator or the victims was either. I only knew it had happened here. I looked up Basil, often checking to see if Rena had come back enough. I wouldn't want her to see me going here at dirty night, 'cause if it wasn't just that. Both Rena and Mika said they didn't know. But I had to have that doubt. As long as Tommy Taxon wasn't lying, then it was Rena and Neon. Yeah, there was. If they said something like that, then I wouldn't have been able to gotten so hung up on it. An incident that needed, more beyond which to talk about. Trying to uncover it after they tried to conceal it out with good intention. That made me feel like I was acting against my friends. Kimizawa damaged worker lynching murdered by dismemberment. Noise. Here it is. The featured article was in the back, and it seemed that there was a photograph in the coloured pages at the front. The pages of the featured article were stuck together and weren't easy to open. Mina could return at any moment. Feeling rushed, I gave up and opened the photograph page. The police investigators were carrying a body bag and newspaper reporters were bathing it in camera flashes. The image was blurry and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out the headline. A tragic nightmare after Himizawa construction site lynching and murder and dismemberment. The victim was the site foreman. He was assaulted in his hands daily with an explosive backlash for his daily actions. The horrible image was the site foreman as it had happened. It really did happen. It seemed the details were on the next page. I turned the page without pausing. On it was: the assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes, then used an axe to split the caviar into 6 pieces: the head, arm, legs, and torso. I could understand just from the headline that it was just too terrible an incident. Normally a lynching is just an assault and murder, right? Dismemberment with hatchets and pickaxes. That wasn't a lynching. It was a merciless killing to the letter, a brutal murder. Oh, something, yeah. Uh, okay. Done by a group of people with hatchets, with pickaxes, with an axe. To, ah, sorry. Did I startle you? Mina dropped the axe she was holding onto the grass after being startled by my voice. Actually, couldn't you see earlier you said it would be helpful if you had an axe, didn't you? Then I brought an axe for you from the shed. Mina fluttered her arms in panic, continuing to explain and apologize. Mina began glaring at her quite intensely. I'm sorry, Mike. I guess my reaction was a bit overboard. You know, I'm sorry as well. I'm sorry. Night was drawing close. I was pretty worn out and it wouldn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow. Doesn't look like we can break that last beam without an axe. You bought it after all. I'll have to borrow it tomorrow, right? Okay. Why do you look so glum? Tomorrow we'll be able to dig in at Colonel Sanders, right? You're right, haha. I really want to take Colonel Sanders home soon. We both knew that it was useless to apologize any more than that. I quenched my thirst with the barley tea Rena brought, wiped off the sweat that had now gone cold. We took the path to head home. I felt quite guilty about the tablet wrapped up in my jacket. Oh, it's the end of the thingy. Higurashi when they cry. Okay, I'll read the thingies then, the tips. Spin, circle, circle, circle. Himizawa Dam and special tablet report. Won't these two be the same? One man's trash, help Rena find her treasure. Does it show up? Oh, it does, okay, just checking. Oh, I should click on the new ones, but I didn't. Oh, whatever. October 1975. In accordance with the Prime Minister's Bulletin Number XXX, Himizawa's electoral development master plan was announced. The vast scope of the projected Himizawa Dam will have an incredible heavy impact on the village of Himizawa. The flooded area caused by the Himizawa Dam would include the 5 areas of Himizawa, Taki, Takashiro, Kiriyasu, Matsumoto, and Yagochi. The submerged areas including 291 houses, population 1,251, one elementary school, one middle school, one post office, one agricultural cooperative, one forestry department lumberyard, 5 shrines, 2 temples, and one fishery. All of these communal, cultural, and agricultural areas and places of worship will be indefinitely submerged at the bottom of the artificial lake basin. Forsaking the hundreds of years of ancestors poured their blood and sweat into this fertile resource, which land is just too painful to bear. All the residences having houses that were to be submerged banded together and created the Onikakushi Defense Alliance. The dam project was halted and petitions to alter the plan were circulated. The citizens sought peaceful negotiations with the government, and its puppet company XXXXX openly refused. Performing unspeakable heinous acts, they squashed the democratic actions of the villagers, but the villagers did not falter. Instead, they banded together even more closely and sealed their resolve to protect their homes to the death. Whatever. The continuation of that fighting himself, the construction project is still stalled as of today. The villagers understand that the stalling was caused by the sublime power through unity, and they understand that this fearsome plan has not yet been fully withdrawn. The Onikakushi Defense Alliance had been dissolved after it did its part, but the feelings of unity it garnered have not yet been extinguished. As long as that person resides in the heart of the residents, they will be able to comfort whoever next decides to sink their home into the lake basin. Onikakushi Defense Alliance Committee Chairman, Kichio Kimiyoshi. And this one, special tabloid report. As far as dismemberments, right? Nightmare befalls the Himizawa Dam. Lynching and murder dismemberment. In next month or next year, in XX preference at the Himizawa Dam construction site in Shinobon City, a bone-chilling gruesome murder-sized dismemberment. Even though this case has shocked the archipelago, the police will give no details on the case. Exactly what happened at the Himizawa Dam. They probably didn't mean to kill him at first, but as the victim resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return, and it quickly escalated to homicide. So said the aforementioned investigator A. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody thought was alive. XX-san has tormented the suspects daily with his rough behavior. At first it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrator was horrified by their deed, and one even turned himself into the police. It was the de facto leader of this group, XX, who suggested hiding the body. Reluctantly at first, they soon began to think they did not wish to get caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide the body, 6 people. They were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area, but the de facto leader feared that the consciousness of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden, and came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him into the police. He devised a heinous method of splitting the body among them and making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. XX had turned a simple manslaughter into a gruesome dismemberment and forced the involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. Each of them participated. But what is that? What does this mean? Person A spoke out reluctantly. XX had ordered each and every one of them to dissect a piece for themselves. They were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. In for a penny, in for a pound, was what it meant. As an unimaginably bloody ceremony began, the perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed this gruesome act. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but XX threatened them, saying that nothing would change if someone else ends up dead, and he gave up his objections. But XX's plan collapsed in the span of one night. XX, who refused to dissect the corpse up to the last moment, had broken into tears at the hospital, where he was treated for injuries sustained during the scuffle and confessed. Criminals were arrested one after another, but the de facto leader's whereabouts are still unknown. Also, the right arm hidden by XX has yet to be found. Despite an ongoing search, this horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police possibly be doing? It appears that XX had said he was going to throw the body right arm into the marsh. XX's car was discovered abandoned near the marsh. There was no clues towards his whereabouts. XX didn't trust his companions. One cannot deny the possibility that he had expected his companions to confess to the police and use his car as a decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory, since he has no, had no, he has no car. One would expect him to have a limited area to which he could escape to. But within the station, there's rumors going around that he had accidentally slipped and ran into the marsh when he went to throw away the body. Locals that the locals that To the locals, that marsh is believed to be bottomless. It's known as Onikakushi, the Oni's abyss, and said that the bottom of the marsh is connected to the hellish world of demons, the atrocious demons from hell that was XX. Could it be that he had returned to hell through the marsh? The Sinjin dragon bringer of luck and fortune, prosperous future, ladies leaping into your arms, business success, promotions, ambition, protection from harm. Not just with pachinko and horse races, but business and even love, guaranteed or your money back. Zinjushi's Dragon Bracelet, DX, one piece, 2,800 yen. Wow, I love my bracelet, Dragon Bracelet's my favorite. But yeah, that should be it, so bye bye.